So check this out, y'all. After the Teofimo Lopez Shakur Stevenson fight, you know, I told you guys, Teofimo expressed sympathy, compassion for Teo. Like I said, always black people giving in and giving a fuck about somebody who don't care about you or your people. And in time of need, it's always our black people running to somebody's little every beck and call to try to show, see, we're good people. They don't care about you. Even Andre Ward, you know, chimed in. Y'all heard my man was sitting right there by himself, like, what you doing, yo? That's your son, yo. Your people supposed to be there for you and this and that. And the funny thing is, religious people always talk about God don't like ugly. They always talk about what you put out into the universe, you get back. Well, how the fuck you know this ain't your God punishing him? How the fuck you know that this ain't what God wanted? Or you gonna make excuses and think for your God now, huh? Oh, but nah, that's not how you treat people, right? Life lessons, sometimes people learn them the hard way before they can make change. And then a whole lot of people, if not most, never really make change. They never learn that lesson. They go to their grave with those bad habits. And here's a man saying out of his own mouth, maybe he'll change, maybe he won't. Y'all showing compassion. Well, guess who didn't give a fuck? Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford tweeted pretty much what he said. You know, how he felt, basically, because he had some words for Teofimo Sr. Basically, y'all saw what he said. Heard what he said. He said that he told him, you know, man, you need to stop all that clown shit. Ain't nobody for that bullshit. And, you know, it's always black people trying to tell everybody that racist people aren't racist when they're showing you racism. Always. You know, but I think Terrence Crawford probably really felt a way like, damn, Shakur, why the fuck you feeling sympathy for this motherfucker? Damn, Dre, what y'all doing? Terrence Crawford said, fuck Teofimo. Fuck his father, fuck his sister, and anybody else who feels some type of way about it. And that's my sentiments exactly. You know, the one thing that's crazy, man, is how people will... I personally know people that haven't spoken to their own brother in years, their own sister in years, but they will, their own mother, father, they have no problem pulling themselves away from flesh and blood, but they will take the worst, people who they know don't care nothing about them, get them greasy, they will forgive them and they will try to be the bigger person. Nah, man, this is crazy. But I really like the fact that Crawford said what needed to be said. Remember at the end of the fight, he was over there laughing and making fun of them. Like, yeah, all that shit, all that racist shit, everything. Now Shakur gonna come with this soft shit. You know, I ain't like that, man. You know, that man was in there by himself. Like, with his team, man. Like, wow. Would you have been a slave and seen Harriet Tubman freeing the slaves and black? Hey, yo, massa, yo, she's trying to free them niggas. Yeah, this little lady, yeah, she always trying to free us. So, yeah, I wanted to make the effort to even make this video to make it known what Crawford said as well, because you see, the problem with most of these fucking people is they're soft. They give in to people. You know, they end up making asses out themselves. See, when you want to wave, right? When you have momentum and you think you can do no wrong, the very people that smile and shake your hand, take pictures, do interviews, will be the first ones trying to drop the story that's going to take you down, trying to be a part of the gossip and everything. And to be perfectly honest, when you look at that situation with Teo, and I told y'all, Keyshawn Davis, Shakur, I'm going to tell you this shit. Me and my cousin was talking about this last night. I hope the two of them grow the fuck up, man. Because you want to know one of the things that I really can't stand is watching an interview between the two of them. All you hear, yo, nigga, you tripped? Nah, nigga, I told you. Cause, yo, niggas was supposed to meet up the other day in the gym. That nigga told me he wasn't coming. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, nigga? Yo, that nigga's a bitch ass nigga, yo. I told, nigga, this is all I hear and see. Two professional athletes, two businessmen, right? Calling themselves niggas on top of that in front of all these white people and everybody else. Nigga, 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 nigga. I really can't stand listening to the two of them talk, man. They need to grow the fuck up, cut this shit out. And this is my thing. You really don't like people saying nigga. You don't understand how stupid you sound saying that shit. I only say that shit to people when I don't give a fuck about them or I don't give a fuck about what you saying. I never say something to myself, hey, nigga, or somebody that I care, give a fuck. Nah. But y'all walk around here saying that shit and acting like a bunch of kids. Grow up, man. Y'all running around here, but you won't call other people a racial slur. And then make excuses for racist people. At least Terrence Crawford, obviously he got some sense, man. You know, like I said, I wasn't thrilled when he, you know, was saying whatever he was calling him out or whatever. Then all of a sudden the motherfuckers hugging and taking pictures and shit. And he said, I ain't got to whoop his ass now. Cause tell him why you said. Now he punked the fuck out of him because Teo stood there like a bitch. Like, the fuck you mean? Like, I said what I said, right? Nah. And then after that, what does Teo do? Go and say some more racist shit. So Crawford finally got sick of the shit too. All right, you know what? And so he said what he said. And you know, Shakur, you look up to this dude so much, right? You put him on such a high, and you link him in such a high regard. Why don't you understand where he's coming from with this shit? And, you know, Andre Ward, the same fucking thing. Like, y'all, you know, when Roy Jones sat down your show talking all that shit about Floyd, you want to know what you could have did, Dre? You could have been like, yo, Roy, listen, man, you and Floyd, you see they call him Uncle Floyd, right? Look, y'all both legends. Y'all two successful black men. Let's end this shit like this, man. Fuck that, man. We not going to sit here and talk about Floyd. We not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit with Floyd and talk bad about you. Y'all not going to fucking reconcile this shit, right? Okay, cool. Let it go. Because we got enough of this bullshit as it is with all you see is black people attacking black people. But the black people who ain't worth a shit, that's the ones everybody want to take up for. That man is a black man, retired, undefeated. You should be applauding that, not trying to tear him down. And not only that, Roy, you know, look at your career and what you accomplished, right? You think that everybody there think you the baddest motherfucker in the box? There's always somebody thinks somebody's better. But all that, he ain't fought nobody in his prime. Like, nah, man, look, let's just shut that down. We're not even going to take it there, man. Hey, salute to Floyd Mayweather. That you understand? Now you could have did that, but you tried to play peacemaker. That shit didn't work. But there was no effort to, or no real compassion coming from you to say that. You made a video talking about, I forgot who the fighter was. I think it was a British fighter, a former British fighter. I forgot who the fuck it was. But or maybe was it a commentator? Somebody. I forgot. Whoever the fuck it was. I think they might have been a commentator. I think it was a commentator. And he was talking about how they sit there and try to bury Terrence Crawford. They don't get a black fighter. Right? Okay, so this is what if you could do that, you should understand this shit. You do not motherfucking take your enemies. On top of that, racist enemies. And show compassion to them motherfuckers. I'm going to end this right here with this story. This is going to be the last thing I say about this shit. Last year, I saw a story. A white woman who was murdered by a black man. The black man was in jail. The daughter didn't want him to do any time. She forgave him. Okay? She forgave him. She went to go visit him in prison every single week and almost every single day. So according to her, they bonded. Well, at least that's what she felt like, they bonded. And he understood. He was gracious of her forgiveness, and she was helping build him up. The same house he killed her mom in. This is a true story. Y'all can look this up on YouTube. The same house that he killed her mom in. She brought him out when he got out of jail, and she was fighting and partitioning to try to get him out earlier, all that. She gave him a job there as a groundskeeper and to maintain the house and all of that. And so that way he got a job. He ain't got to worry about being in jail and all this shit. And right? And then the dude turned around and killed her in the same house just like he killed her mom. And I know a lot of people went, oh my God. Nah, bitch, are you stupid? This motherfucker killed your mama. The fuck were you thinking? And now, you're somewhere buried right next to her. This video is 10 minutes and 40-something seconds long. At the end of the day, I said what I said. Catch y'all on the next video.